Hey guys, so today I'm getting ready for a first date and I wanted to put you through a makeup tutorial and then some other steps after that. So first, we're going to put on our headband. Mine's a tiger. So first we're going to start off by washing our face. I like to use my micellar water to wash my face because we do this because we want to show that we have unblemished skin, and the first step to do that is to wash our face. And right now I don't have any acne, so I'm just gonna do a quick little wipe to make sure that no pores or anything are visible, or if any acne was, then I would cover that up in the later steps. So first we're gonna cleanse our skin to prevent those blemishes from occurring. Okay guys, so the first step to our actual makeup tutorial is we're going to use mascara to make our eyes appear bigger because that is seen as more attractive. And I will cut to that next part once I put on my mascara. I do put it on my top and my bottom lashes to make it look fuller and get that effect. Okay, so I just finished my left side and you can see in the light that my eye does appear bigger because I added mascara on my left side. And now I'm going to do my right side to show symmetry on my face. And I'll go back to that. Okay, I just finished that step. And as you can see, my eyes look fuller and it's symmetrical on both sides, making me seem more attractive. Let's go on to the next step. Okay, so my next step is going to be clear eyebrow gel. I use this to lift up the shape of my brows to make me seem like I have a higher eyebrow, because that is seen more attractive. So I'm going to do this side first and show you guys the difference, and then I'm going to come back and do the other side. So I just finished up the first side, and as you can see, this side is more raised, more elevated, and looks more clean compared to this side. So here's the difference, and I'm going to do the same side to show symmetry. So I just finished up the other side, and as you can see, both of them are now looking fuller, more upright, and overall just more symmetrical. Okay guys, so the next step in my makeup routine is going to be bronzing drops, which isn't a part of attractiveness. Yes, it could be deemed as being tan, as could be more attractive, but that is not one of my main points that I'm focusing on today. So I'm just going to use this as a filler step so I can do the rest of my makeup. So I just finished that step, and now I have a clean base where I can start my makeup on. So my next step for my tutorial is I'm going to be using contour to make my face seem more symmetrical and bring it in more and raise my cheekbones. So I'll get back when I do this side and I'll show you the difference. So I just did this side, and as you can see, this side looks more shaped and my cheekbones are higher compared to this side. Okay, I'm going to do the next side. So I finished this side, and I put contour up here, which is making my forehead look smaller, and I put contour right here, right on where my cheek line is to uplift my cheekbones, and for my jawline right here. And we're just going to blend that all in. And I did the same exact thing on this side. Okay, so for my next step, I'm going to be using the same contour product on my nose to make it look smaller and more feminine. I will get back when I'm done with that step. So as you can see here, I contoured my nose. I put a little circle in the middle of my nose, and I bridged that out to the sides, and I also went up with my contour to make me appear that I have a button nose, which is seemed as a smaller type of nose. And I'm going to be using the same product to make my chin appear smaller by using an inward technique. I just finished up that step, and as you can see, my chin looks slimmer and smaller compared to the last clip. For last steps, I'm going to be using blush to make myself look more youthful. And in our class, actually, that I'm going to put in the document below, is somebody is seen more attractive when they are wearing red and pink colors. And this isn't specifically red, but it's close enough. and this is what I use all the time. So I'm going to use this to make myself look more youthful, and I'm also going to use this to even out my skin tone and make me look more youthful with covering out my eye bags. So that second to last first step is complete. As you can see, there's a little hint of red on my cheeks, me appearing more youthful and more attractive overall. I'm going to cut back to the last step. I'm going to be using a powder foundation now to cover up my dark circles. I like to use a brush because it makes it look more natural and does not look too cakey, because that is going to make you look older and not seem as youthful. I also just like to cover up any uneven skin tones that are popping through. As you can see here, it's a little bit, but not a lot, because I like to do a natural look. I'm going to do the other side and come back. Okay, so I have finished the base of my makeup, and as you can see, my eyebrows are raised. My eyes are looking more full. My contour is accentuating my cheekbones and my jawline, and my nose, making it look slimmer and more an arched look, and my chin is appearing smaller. Next, I'm going to be using my finishing spray. It is a dewy look, so it's going to make me look shinier and not matte, and make me look more youthful overall. So for my last and final step after I put on my finishing spray, I'm going to be using a lip liner to accentuate my lips and make them look more full and overall just bigger. As you can see, my lips are now outlined, appearing them to be fuller and bigger. We're going to move on to our next step for our first date, which is the outfit. Okay, so for my last and final step before my date, I put on my outfit. And as you can see, I'm wearing a red shirt because that makes me seem more attractive, it makes me seem more feminine, it makes me seem more desirable. So I picked a red shirt for today's date. And I also have a belt that I'm going to use to accentuate my waist while using the hip to waist ratio method. In the article I'm going to link below. Okay, as you can see here, I'm ready for my date. I have my belt, I have my makeup that makes my features pop with all of the essentials. I have my red shirt, and overall I feel great, and I'm ready for my first date.